Hey everyone, my name is Austin McLeod from Spotlight. I oversee our partnership with Profound. At Spotlight, we've all been going through Profound University. We now have 100 plus consultants certified on AEO foundations, which is awesome. But I think even cooler, we've been spending a ton of time building out a custom agent library. So we have 10 plus other folks that have gone through this same agent training. And I just wanted to walk through the agent that I built after taking the Profound University course on agents. Honestly, I learned so much. I think I already believed that Profound was one of the most powerful data sets that a marketer could have this day and age. Um, this taught me how to 10x that and get output. And, there's things like building content that we can now automate. And so I just wanted to walk through a pretty simple use case, but hopefully gets the wheels turning on, how you might do this in your own instance or how Spotlight can help you do this as well. So I built, I call it the visibility agent. So I feel like it's one of the things that, at least in early AEO, is the biggest deal. Is my visibility score gone up or has it gone down? So this is meant to not only find that problem and detect it, but to actually create a solution to it if it has gone down. So it all starts by picking any topic so we can deploy this across any client. And this time I'll show, our own instance. So Spotlight Oz is our own technology product, but we can pick any of the topics in our instance. So that's really the start of this agent. And then it measures the last 4 weeks of visibility data and compares it to the last 2 days worth of data. And then this LLM node essentially analyzes, has visibility gone up or has it gone down? So from there, the conditional is really the break. So if it's gone up and we're actually doing better, great. It actually sends a message in Slack recapping everything, the topic that we're winning, and then sends a message in Slack that says, don't worry about it. We'll run this same thing in a couple days, weeks, months, whatever we want, and let you know if things have dropped since then. But that's the easy part. Hopefully that happens all the time, but there will be cases where visibility actually drops. And so that is this path on the left. So what it actually does is it will, scrape our knowledge base. And what we have in here is our biggest competitors' product pages scanned and their blog, and then the same for ours. So basically what I'm trying to accomplish here is that eventually it ends up creating a piece of AEO sort of optimized content, and I don't want it to be stale. So I'm having it look at our pages currently in our knowledge base to understand what's already been written. And then I say, based on everything you've read, can you please come up with a content recommendation that would be good for the topic that we chose at the very beginning? And then it goes through the title suggestion and all of these AEO content creations that are already in Profound. And so we just pop those in and I give it some instructions along the way. It pulls in our brand kit, all of the things. But what it ends up doing is it creates an AEO optimized piece of content on the given topic that you already dropped in visibility. So without even lifting a finger, we now have a piece of content that we can put back into our site that we know is AEO optimized and should, in theory, increase our visibility for the next time we run this. And the greatest thing is you don't even have to lift a finger. And now that it's been built, it alerts you in Slack, and you just come check out where your article is. And then I finish it off by just updating the knowledge base for the next time it runs. So pretty cool use case. How we take it to the next level is you can actually do a scheduled run for these. So we can run it across any topic, all topics. You can have it run as long as you want. And then we can schedule that out, whether we want to run on a daily basis, a monthly basis, whatever that is. But hopefully this has been a good example of how, you can use Profound agents and how we're using them across our clients, how Spotlight's using them. We think it can, 10x our production when it comes to AEO, and implementing the data that's in Profound is going to become massively important. So thanks for watching. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions.